there needs to be some different protocols here. A far left-wing NPR journalist, actual activist, literal pink hair activist, smashed Donald Trump in the face with a microphone. This happened late in the evening, about 6 p.m. on Friday night. And so we didn't get a chance to cover it live on the show. And I just want to establish that we are publicly calling for. We've done so many Trump assassination shows and so many Trump getting threatened shows, and we now know that there have been at least 5 assassination attempts. If you count the mysterious drone that had to be shot out of the sky in Pennsylvania, didn't hear about that one? Haven't heard anything from Matthew Thomas Crooks' parents. Still don't know who he's on the phone with. Dude, why does Donald Trump get hit in the face with a mic? How is this allowed? So this was an NPR reporter. You just play it on the side here. This is an NPR reporter. We now know she's a vicious Trump hater, and she smashes Trump in the face with a microphone. Since we're talking about deporting terrorists and threats to our country, can we please talk about this threat? Trump handled it like an absolute G. He made a quip, He was like, "Yo, you're gonna be famous tonight." Far left NPR journalist Danielle Kutzleben revealed as the woman who hit President Trump in the face with a moon mic. I want to establish something here. Trump is the single most sought after target on Earth. You could put some type of pathogen. Man, why don't we tie the whole show up into one nice little bundle here? You could put the new COVID on there. You could put some new pathogen that's been created. The mic is heavy. It could be used as a spear. You can see it right there in the red circle. I'm not sure if we can zoom in on that. But you could really harm Donald Trump. Major contagion point, the mouth. If you had some sort of pathogen or some sort of virus. How about anthrax? How about a dose of fentanyl? So you're able to just smash Trump in the face with a microphone and nothing happens? There should absolutely be Secret Service standing in front of the press there. We were at a speech for Donald Trump, and we were in the same room as Trump for approximately 90 minutes. Boy, let me tell you, they have cranked his Secret Service up to 11. Obviously, it was great. We were sitting there right in the front row. But, when Trump took the stage, there were dangerous and scary looking agents that just phalanxed him, right? Flanked every conceivable access point to the president. This is how it always is, right? It's Trump speaking inside of the DOJ. And it's far more tight, even more scary than that when Trump's in an arena or something like that, where there's the DOJ audience was pretty small and is pretty tight-knit, right, to people that were just invited. There were major security points there. It's an invite-only event. There's only room for about 100 people at that speech. But nonetheless, they've really locked down, under Sean Curran, Donald Trump's security. What's going on here? I would argue, not that I'm any expert, there should be tests of all this equipment. There should absolutely be major tests done on biologics, on that microphone. That microphone could have something very sharp in it. I mean, you could really harm Donald Trump, and you saw it there. Do we have the full clip where you hear what Donald Trump says to her afterwards? Here, listen how Trump handles it.
Mr. President, obviously you're concerned about the situation in Gaza. What are the hopes now to get the hospitals done?
She just became a big story tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you see that? What?
And it goes right back to the question. I mean, Donald Trump being an absolute G there. The absolute peak of professionalism. But not only should this woman be criminally investigated for hitting the president in the face with a microphone, she should be stripped of her credential immediately and be banned. And then I believe that the Secret Service should create protections for the president there. I'm no security expert, but I think that that's due. I think that this is a important and scary moment in time, and far left-wing, psychotic. Look at this. Look at her. You don't have to play the clip, but she's literally a pink hair She's literally a psychotic pink-haired lib who is totally woke, is a Trump hater, right here, this clip, and who is an activist. She wrote entire pieces about how President Trump loves the KKK and lost the debate, how great Kamala is. How are you allowed to hold a giant spear in front of Trump's head? I'll get off my high horse here, but this image shocked me. Yes, Trump handled it like a total pro. He was awesome. Way to go, Trump. But this should have never been allowed to happen. We searched it. No president's ever been hit in the face with a microphone. We have had a fake moment though. You just allow me one more thing. Gotta grab it. Where's that moment where Joe Biden had the microphone disappear in front of him? Was that clearly a green screen? You gotta get me. Please get me that. Where Joe Biden goes walking up to the press, and it's like an obvious green screen because the mics all start disappearing, as though like they're not actually there, although none of it's real. Talk about having a fake presidency. You're gonna give me a perfect opportunity to talk about this. Okay, team's yelling at me because I'm asking for too much. Oh, by the way, production team's already started on the deportation tracker. We will be building a deportation tracker at this show. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is again a moment where President Trump is as popular as he's ever been. So this is something that we must protect. And clearly, there is there it is. Oh, yes. Clearly, something that's a problem. Here's CNN gasping about this. Americans' favorability of Donald Trump, highest it's ever been. Americans' favorability of the Democrat Party, lowest it's ever been recorded. We are winning. Protect Donald Trump. Let's go.
Good morning. Welcome Inside Politics Sunday. I'm Manu Raji. First up this morning, a brand new exclusive CNN poll that paints a brutal reality for Democrats as they struggle to mount a unified opposition to President Trump. Americans' favorable views of the Democratic Party brand are at a record low, just 29%, as compared to 36% for Republicans. It is the lowest ever recorded for Democrats in CNN polling going back more than 30 years. As you can see, the party's numbers dropping a staggering 20 points in just 4 years. The CNN SRSR's poll also found 57% of Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters are more interested in seeing their party leaders stop the GOP agenda, compared to 42% who are more interested in cutting bipartisan deals. It is a big shift from where the party stood at the start of Trump's first term in 2017. Now, this survey was taken before this week's tumultuous battle over funding the government, which resulted in one of the ugliest intra-party Democratic disputes in years, and left many in the party lobbying furious attacks at Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer, who ultimately reversed course and let a GOP bill funding the government become law in order to avert a shutdown. Now a bitter round of finger-pointing is taking shape after Democrats failed to get a single concession from the GOP, despite having their first piece of leverage to fight back against Trump. Now the big question: where does a party in deepening turmoil and in open warfare go from here?
Brutal. You can see Manu Raju is the reporter there holding back tears, and it also happened on NBC News. But before we get there, you have to see this clip of Joe Biden with the disappearing microphone. At least we know Donald Trump is real because he gets hit in the face with the microphone. Here's Joe Biden. Watch the gray microphone here. This is my favorite conspiracy theory.
Not at the moment. But you decided when you're able to share thoughts with us.
Look at how Joe Biden, like, look at the hand. What the hell is that? What is that? So he reaches through the microphone? So he reaches through and around the microphone? This is great. It's my absolute all-time favorite. It's my absolute all-time favorite conspiracy theory. This is just perfection. There you go. Joe Biden. Okay. At least we know Donald Trump is real. NBC News. Crime on camera saying, I can't believe it. Donald Trump's more popular than he's ever been.
The mood of the country. This really jumped out. We ask folks, is it in the right direction or the wrong direction? That 44% you say right direction, that's up since November. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, the last time it cracked 40%, you got to go back to 2012. The last time it actually hit 44 or higher, January of 2004. So a lot of this is Republicans, but independents, that number is also up since the election on the direction of the country. Also, just Trump and his base, we monitor this. Among Republicans, look at this, basically 3 out of 4 Republicans say it's a very positive view they have of Trump, not just positive. Again, at this point in his first term, it was only 50. It's just the strengthening of that base, the tightness they feel in terms of their connection with him. And then there's the Trump agenda.